In this section of Mastering Magento, we're going to be customizing the front-end shopping cart experience. In this video, I'm going to start by showing you how to customize the specific behavior of your custom product type in the shopping cart. Since we will be covering more areas of the Magento front end in this section, I decided to go ahead and install Magento's sample data. The sample data provides the front page that you're seeing now, with a variety of additional products in my database. You can install the sample data by navigating to the Community Edition download page, and then scrolling further down on the site where you can select the format of your sample data and download the file. Once you download the data file, you will need to remove your current Magento database and import the sample data in its place. Then once you refresh the Magento homepage, it should bring your data up to date with the latest version and code updates from the previous videos. Something to note is that you will need to recreate any products and admin settings that we have performed in the previous videos. So once I got my sample data installed, I recreated the event product type from my last video. And that was the Magento launch party. So what we want to do is continue editing this product type so it works more seamlessly with the shopping cart. And in the last video, remember, we got the pricing working on the product view page. However, once we add it to our cart, we're going to see that in the shopping cart itself, the price for that event is not reflected properly. So there's many ways to do that. One possible way to do that would be to add a price model to your product type. If you remember from the previous video, in addition to the product type model, we could add a separate price model, and we could implement custom pricing in there. But there's also an easier way, and we can still use the default price model. So the default price model, which you can find in the Mage catalog, product type price. What this is doing is providing all the functionality for, basic pricing in Magento. You can see it does base pricing, then you can see familiar names like tier pricing and group pricing. Those are familiar terms used in the admin. And this is also where special prices and discount prices are calculated. So since this is what our product type is using, we can actually tap into an event in Magento when calculating the final price. So this event will basically trigger and allow us to access the product. And basically, if we set the final price in our observer, Magento will pick that up on line 85 and proceeding. So let's go ahead and implement things that way. So we need to first observe the event, which I have commented in my config.xml. And I'm creating a new class for my observer and calling the getFinalPrice method. So that observer I have created here, and it simply is going to look at the product that's being passed to my observer, and it's going to get a custom option on the product called the info buy request. The info buy request is pretty much going to be the form values that are submitted. So I'll be able to get the tickets from the buy request, and for each ticket I will be able to add the proper price or price increase for each ticket. So again, once I set the final price, the Magento price model will pick that up after the event has been dispatched. So I'm going to go ahead and save all my files. And now when I reload the shopping cart page, I should see the updated final price. So let's recap. First, we created an observer for the catalog product get final price event. The second step was to process the info buy request in that observer so we could calculate our custom price. Coming up next in the following video, we'll be continuing some extensions to the cart item behavior, so stay tuned.